What's up, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we're going to do a little bit different video today. This isn't going to be from my PC cluster server like I've been doing. This is going to be a beginner tutorial type video for anybody. This is more geared towards anybody who just got the game at release. Now, I know the game came out at the beginning of the month. It's already the end of September, but I've been seeing a lot of questions in forums and stuff, and people there's a lot of beginner stuff that hopefully some of those people maybe see this. And I've done a lot of playthroughs on Xbox and PC, for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. But the problem with going back to some of those videos is some of the information on those videos is outdated. Some of the stuff doesn't work anymore. There's lots of different new dinos, lots of different things to consider. So I'm going to start on the center map, and I'm just going to go over a few things just to get you started and what I think you should be doing when you first start a character. So obviously this is where you customize your character. You can go through all the settings. Normally I go through all this and make my character look as goofy as possible. Doesn't really matter. One thing to keep in mind, even on this part of the game, making your character, when you start messing with their the leg length, obviously the bigger you make them or the shorter you make them, that can actually affect sometimes how if you can jump up onto certain things. I've noticed, because I've made really short characters before and I couldn't jump up to certain spots that I could with bigger characters. Doesn't affect the game a lot, but it could happen a little. And then keep in mind, if you make your character super tall, if you have say a raft or even a building with, say it's only you're starting off with a little hut that's to a wall high or whatever. If you make a real tall character, his head's going to be sticking out of the building and all that shit. So you can make your character however you want. Even if his head's sticking out of the building and something's attacking your building, it shouldn't be able to attack you through it. But, stranger things have happened. So anyway, we're going to jump into this right now. And I can do different videos with the different maps if you want. Basically, to me, in my opinion, the island and the center play really similar as far as my strategy, the way I start the game off. Scorched Earth is a lot different because you have to deal with a lot different dinos, and I don't give a shit what the little spawn screen says. There is no safe spot to spawn on that map. It doesn't matter if it says safe or not. There's bad shit everywhere. So you got to attack that map a little bit different. Ragnarok is basically, it's a great map to start off. Really, it's as good as the center. It's not any harder than where you spawn. If you spawn in an easy area, it's gonna be, okay, just like you would be on here. Now, if you look down the beach there's a raptor down there. Right off the bat, that is not what you want to be messing with. They'll kill you quickly. So the first thing I start doing, I spawn in an easy area on the map, and first thing you want to do is just start collecting stones off the beach. They're all over the beach. And to be perfectly honest, before you get ranked up pretty high, the beach area is usually a pretty safe and good area to start building just a beginner base. Reason why is you're right here by the water, so you don't have to worry about running out of water. And there's usually plenty of dodos like you see right here walking around for easy meat to eat. And there's usually pteranodons too, so you can get your first flyer pretty easy. That raptor, he must be just out of render distance, so that's fine. As long as he's out of render distance, you start seeing him creeping down the beach, you may want to move some more. But I think we'll be okay. See, there's a Carno right over there. See that way over there, chasing that? That's what that Gallimimus is running from. So, again, this is a safe spot, but there still can be stuff around. So got to keep an eye out. So just collect your stones, start punching any wood, these big logs on the ground. Or, did I not turn the gather rate up? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, oh, and that's the other thing. I think I turned the gather rate up just a little bit to about 3. I've got my XP on 3. and taming on 6, and that's the only settings I changed, and that's just to kind of speed along this tutorial, because, you know, really and truly I should have put it up higher, but I don't play official servers, so if you do, all this still applies. It's just going to be a little bit more of a grind and going to take a little bit longer. So you get your first tool made, which is going to be your pick. Now that you have your pick made, you can put your tools anywhere you want. I typically put my pick in that first slot, and then you're going to get you some, go up to a stone, and if you hit the stone with the pick, you're going to get flint. You'll get some stone, but you'll get more flint. Okay, so, and then we're going to go get, this also gets thatch off trees more so than wood. Your hatchet gets more stone from big rocks, and it gets more wood from trees. So you're going to need both these tools. I've already ranked up twice. This is a lot of personal preference right here. Some people would say, oh, you need health right off the bat. That's what I used to do. I used to cram on the health, but I've kind of changed my strategy on that. What I think you need more than anything right off the bat, I'm going to put one in movement speed, which you don't get a lot unless you've got boosted stats on your single player. You can change your stats whatever you want. I go movement speed and weight, because you're going to want to start building stuff, and it's so easy to get encumbered with weight where you can't move. You know, I would recommend the campfire, the hatchet, and the spear as quickly as you can get it. And I've still got 7 Ingram points. You know, I'm going to save my Ingram points. People might think I'm weird for doing this, but two things I don't do right off the bat. I don't give my character a bunch of health, and I don't worry about cloth armor. I don't get armor. I don't even mess with armor usually now until I'm ready for flak, which is the metal class. And the reason why is because hide armor and cloth armor are just so terrible as far as actually protecting you. To me, it's not worth spending the time getting all the hide and all that, you know, to make those two armors. The main things you're going to be running into in an area like this is raptors and probably carnos, more so raptors. And that's why another thing I recommend you do as soon as you can get it, as soon as you can rank up to what level? Level 9, learn the bola Ingram. Make you a couple bolas. I carry about 5 on them, 5 of them on a like a regular single player unmodded server. That way you throw them. You can have, if you got a raptor coming at you, you can throw a bola at it and tie it up for 30 seconds, I think it is. And you can either, if you have enough spears or whatever, you can try to kill it if it's low enough level, or if it's super high level, you got 30 seconds to run away before it breaks free of that bola. So, we are just going to start collecting a bunch of thatch and wood, and we're going to make that. And we need fiber as well. So we got our 2 main tools. So we're going to get some thatch with this. See how it's getting mostly all thatch. And then you switch to this. That's going to get more wood. And we're going to make us some spears real quick, because we got all these dodos around, and we're going to make some campfires as well. And go ahead. It doesn't matter where you spawn. Like I said, you're probably going to die. I mean, I'm going to die. It happens. You're going to lose your stuff, but it's easy stuff to make. And these little bastards right here, compies, those guys can be a pain in the ass too. So, see, they walk up to you, and then sometimes they'll stand at your feet and they won't do shit for a long time, and then all of a sudden they'll start attacking you. So I'm just kind of walking away. If you notice how slow I'm walking, that's how slow you walk when you're crafting, if you have no speed, which I don't yet. Okay, so you get you a spear, and then you can at least fight these guys off. Now, the problem with the wooden spear is these can break randomly. That's why I carry about 5 of these usually. I only had enough for whatever I've got right now. Let's see if we can craft a campfire. What do we need? Some stone. Yeah, I don't think I turned up the gather rate much. Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did. I think I turned the gather rate up to like, I don't know. Oh God, that is a Microraptor, and these things suck. It's good to have bolas for those guys too. Do not go up and punch a trike. They will ruin your day and kill you. But these are some of the animals that you can be around. You know, they're non-aggressive unless you hit them. I need to build a campfire. So you just build your campfire. I would put this just a little heads up. If you see the ground wet like this, you may want to go up to where it doesn't look so wet, like right here, because I've put campfires down where it looks like, you know, the tide's out but the ground is still wet and the campfires won't work. So you can put your campfires like right here, but again, away from all that over there, as far close to the water as you can. And we need some wood. You can eat berries, obviously. When you pick any of these plants, you're going to get berries, but they're really not worth a shit for getting your food meter back up. So the first thing, like I said, the first thing I do is get some tools, get some spears, and get some meat. Build a campfire. And you got to remember where your campfire is. Where's my campfire? Right here. Let's get that meat going. Let's go ahead and eat these berries. Like I said, these will help just for a couple of minutes, just to keep my hunger, keep me from starving. Because as soon as your food meter runs out and you see the little stomach icon down on the bottom right of the screen, and you start hearing your character groaning, you're starting to take health damage. And at the very beginning of the game with 100 health, it doesn't take long to starve to death. So the first thing I like to learn is thatch foundation, and I'm going to end up making a hut. So I'm going to go ahead and learn the doorway, the regular ceiling, the wall, and the door, and this box. Okay. You could actually go ahead right off the bat and start making the boxes, but the problem with that is if you don't... I do the thatch foundations first because it seems like you can hold more of the material for that earlier on. And then we'll do this till we get to about level 15. And then we will start making boxes. And before you know it, we'll be about level 20, 25. Alright guys, now I've got 5 foundations made. And what I'm going to do right off the bat, I'm going to take this meat first of all. Put that there, put those there. Okay, so I'm playing on PC. I like using the controller. I'm originally a console guy, and so I use the controller even on Arc on PC. A lot of people think that's silly, but whatever. So what I like to do is put one down, put one next to it. The reason I put one next to it is because it's going to make you do that anyway before it lets you do what I'm fixing to show you. I just make as many foundations now at this point and place it right on top of the second one I placed down. Or, you know, you can do it here or whatever. But just do that and keep placing and place it on an existing one, and it just smashes and you get all the material. You get half the material back when you break something like that. So I only had enough to make one more. So now, see, I'm leveling up. The whole time I'm crafting these, I'm leveling up. So you always want to be doing something. You always want to be, you know, moving around, either crafting something or killing something. And you see how my spear broke just now? That happens randomly. I've had it where I've crafted 5 spears and take the first one out and start fighting something, and I've broken 3 of them in the first 3 hits. And then the last 2, the next one may last, you know, for quite a while. So it's really random. That's why as soon as you can, you want to get into metal tools and a metal pike, but we'll worry about that in a little bit. You son of a bitch. Oh, these guys are the worst. Fucking little asshole. I want my hide. See, that's what the bola does. Oh, and this is a 135 Pegomastic, so I don't know if I'm going to even be able to kill this thing before it gets out of this bola. they're actually pretty tough. They're little guys and they steal your shit. So I want that hide because once I get a Pteranodon, I'm going to want to... make a saddle for it. Really, dude? Oh yeah, and I don't have the... See, I do a lot of different settings. Like this would normally take like 1 hit to knock this rock out, and I get a lot more material out of it. I want that dodo though, and he's inside this. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dilo. Level 95. I've got the difficulty level in the settings turned up to 5.0. It starts off, I think, on 0.2. And that's you're only gonna see like level 30 dinos on that, I think. Or I don't even know what it is. Nerdy glasses, I don't want that. Right off the bat, if you're a brand new player to this game, I would highly recommend playing a single player map. And that way you can kind of learn the game, get the game mechanics down, and then you can go on to an official server and be better prepared to deal with other people. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I'm definitely going to continue this and at least get up to the point where I've got a couple tames and, you know, a decent stone base or something built, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.